guys, it's April, and I've got another book review for you. I just finished The Bear and the Nightingale by Katherine Arden, and now I have some words to say to you as per usual, so we're gonna do this. Now, I will do this review the same way I do all of my other reviews. I will have the non-spoiler section up front, and then when I have words that will probably spoil most of the book, if not all of the book, and just everything in life in general, I will let you know when that transition happens so you can make the decision on whether or not you want to continue on listening to my face. Now, the story of The Bear and the Nightingale is the story of Vasilisa, who is a young girl who grows up in the Russian wilderness. She grows up hearing the stories of Russian fairy tales, her favorite of that being that of the Frost, a blue-eyed winter demon who comes in the night to claim unweary souls. As Vasilisa grows up, she is the wild child. She is the one who is always in the woods. She keeps her siblings on their toes until her father decides that his youngest children need a mother, so he remarries. Vasha's new stepmother doesn't take kindly to the ways of the old spirits. She starts to forbid the family from honoring the household spirits. So as Vasilisa grows up, you start to see this tension between old religion and new religion. They hit ahead and things start to go horribly wrong, as you can guess in a story like this. I love the way Russian folklore is woven into this story. I like seeing all the bits and pieces of all the different household spirits and the nature spirits, and of course Frost himself. You got a sense of this old world and just the spirit of Vasilisa herself. I loved how strong she was. She wasn't the pretty girl. She wasn't the one that was simpering in the corner. She was strong. She was her own individual being, and I love when we get to talk to animals. If you want to get me to read a story, just throw in talking to animals, and I'm there. Arden does a very good job of telling this story in such a lyrical and magical fashion that I just felt like I was there, that it was this magical thing happening around me, and I loved it for that. But it is a very well-known trope of pitching New World religion against Old World religion and them coming to head, and at points I'm just like, yeah, he's gonna be a bad guy because he is coming and he's bringing new things in, and at points I found it a little irritating that we always have to make the new the bad and the old the good, but I also understand how this trope has come to existence and why it's so strong. It's very compelling. And while it annoyed me at times, this story, there's something about Arden's writing and the bringing in of all of this Russian folklore and fairy tale. It made me very happy that it's winter time. I read this at the perfect time and I loved it for it. So if you enjoy reading about old world mythology and folklore and fairy tale and just having an adventure, I recommend this story. So if you haven't read this book yet, I recommend that you go read this book. I enjoyed it so much. I am definitely going to be reading more in this universe story series. I don't know what it is. I know there's going to be more books in this universe, I think. I don't know. I don't think it's a series, but I think there's going to be one-off stories that could be grouped together. Not sure. We'll see about that. But if you haven't read it, I highly recommend you do, and now I'm going to say some words that could probably spoil you for some things. So leave now, or just stay. Spoil yourself. Your choice is yours. So, as I said, the trope of putting Christianity against anything old world is vastly overdone sometimes, in my opinion, and I really got a Scarlet Letter feel a lot of the time, where you've got this priest who wants things that he's not supposed to want, but he justifies himself in a lot of very bad ways, and it makes me just hate his guts, but he still wants it, and so he kind of goes a little evil in the process of all of that. It's something that it hurts me to see, but yeah, if you're going to pitch this natural old world religion against this new world one god only kind of religion, and if you want to make this the good guy and this bad guy, it's kind of something that has to happen because Christianity, especially in this time period, is a very patriarchal entity, so therefore, you know you're going to get a bad priest or a bad father or whatever you want to call them. You just know that you're going to have a bad guy in whatever male Christian entity you're bringing in to butt heads with the ways of the old. So I kind of had to get over that a little bit. The story itself, I really, really, truly enjoyed. I love seeing all of the folklore in it. I'm not that versed in Russian folklore. I mean, I know Baba Yaga and all of those other kind of entities. I've mostly know the European folklore. So to see a lot of this Russian folklore come in and build itself and seeing all the different spirits, I loved it. I loved it so much. And like I said, Vasilisa, she is such a strong character. I love the way she was written. And the fact that she started talking to horses just sold me. Sold me so much. And so like I said, I will be continuing on with Arden's writing. I love to see where she goes from here, what she takes on. It's going to be a joy. I liked it so much. I obviously liked it so much that I had to sit down and do a review over it for you guys so I could spread the word on whether or not you should read this book, because you should. You really should. If you read this book, tell me down below, because I need to talk to some people. I need to talk. There's talking that needs to happen. And with that, I heart your beautiful faces. Bye.